The UT Police Department and the Knoxville Police Department do have separate forces. For several years now, for many years actually, the UT Police Department has had its own private police force. We are authorized by jurisdiction, or by TCA actually, to have a separate police force. I don't know when that Tennessee Code annotated, when that law became in effect. I do know that for many years before the law became in effect, we had a security force instead of a police force. Currently we have 52 commissioned officers, and the Knoxville Police Department, we are within its jurisdiction, and the KPD is actually within the jurisdiction of the Knox County Sheriff's Office. So there are several law enforcement entities within our area. THB also covers this area. So we have a multitude of law enforcement agencies in this jurisdiction, or in this area, and they all work together. As far as, do we need a separate police force? Do we need, why are they all not the same? I will say that the call volume for the UT Police Department, last year we answered over 58,000 calls, and we have 52 commissioned officers. And so our officers were quite busy last year. The Knoxville Police Department, I can't give you their exact number, but I know their agency has over 300 officers. They answered I think approximately 240,000 calls last year, so clearly they answered more calls, but clearly they have more officers as well. So each agency has its own specialties, if you will. They're all law enforcement, and they all handle things related to laws in their area. I will say that our agency is probably customer service driven. Not that the other agencies don't focus on customer service. However, we have a slightly different clientele. We do market ourselves more to the parents and the students of our campus community. So we do take a more a lighter hand at times in working with our community.
I've been at UT Police Department for going on 6 years now. Currently, I am the sergeant of our community relations unit, and what we do is the educational programming for the department. So we do a lot of the personal safety lectures, the self-defense class. We also do a lot of the major events that go on around campus. You'll see me and my crew will be out giving our handouts or presenting in front of large groups of people, whatever the occasion calls for.
On our website. Through our programs we offer, again, we speak to students, we speak to staff, we'll speak to visitors, but the majority of people that we speak with are students. Last year alone, in 2011, our community relations unit and other officers made contact with over 20,000 individuals on our campus. And so we haven't always tracked the number of participants that we have made contact with. However, in recent years we have begun tracking, and through the past few years that number has increased. I believe in 2009 that number was around 15,000. So each year we make it a goal to try to talk to more individuals, to more students. And again, we're trying to provide them education. I think it's important that not just students, but staff and faculty, as well as our visitors, understand the items about their safety and how they can be safer on our campus, as well as safety among the community.
So the Gotcha program, what we do is we're driving around or looking around for objects that someone may want to steal. GPS, keys in a person's vehicle, a purse, an iPod, things that are frequently stolen out of vehicles. And so if we see them, we'll stop, and we have these little Gotcha tickets, and they look really similar to a parking ticket. And on there it notes the time and the date, and then what it was exactly that we noticed about the vehicle. If it was a GPS, or say maybe the doors were open and we secured the door, and we just leave a note on that little ticket saying, hey, we noticed that your doors were open, so we shut them and secure them. Be aware of this in the future.